The Blackhawks beat the Tampa Bay Lightning 3-2 down in Florida. Ryan Donato with a pair of goals, including the game winner with less than a minute to go. Tons to talk about on a CHGO Blackhawks postgame show. Welcome into the CHGO Blackhawks Victory Lounge presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app. Use our code CHGO365 when you sign up. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. And Mario, this Blackhawks team is anything but ordinary. A 3-2 win in Tampa. Ryan Donato, 2 goals. Spencer Knight out of his mind. What an awesome game start to finish.
This is a team of destiny.
Oh, here we go.
This is a team that refuses to be out of a game. This is a team that has goaltending that gives them a chance each and every single night, pun intended. And this is a team that has a belief in themselves that they haven't had for 3, 4, 5 seasons.
Yep.
It is incredible to be at this point with this team so early this season. We're 8 games in, but they're 4-0-1 on this run. Throw the record out. Said it in the pregame. Throw the record out. This is still a more talented, top of the league Tampa Bay team, and they stood toe to toe with them. This wasn't a backup goaltender.
Nope.
This wasn't a injury riddled roster that they were playing at Tampa. This was as full strength as it could be. And you were toe-to-toe with them, and you found a way to win. You didn't find a way to lose. And I was certain the way that game was trending towards the end with the penalties, flip-flopping and everything, I in my head, I was like, Tampa is going to score a power play goal. It's what Tampa does.
Yeah.
And the Hawks were able to weather it and find the game-winning goal. An incredible effort all around tonight. We can get into the details of it, but it just feels so different with this team. So different.
Yep.
So much more different than I ever expected it could have 8 games into the year.
You know what that means. Hawks win. Noodle Man. It's time for Wacky Noodle Man. Every time the Hawks win, Noodle Man comes on and we celebrate. And for every 100 likes we get, after 100, because we're already there. Actually, we're going to be at 200 by the time I finish this sentence. But every time we get to 100 likes, Noodle Man comes back on. So hit that like button for us. Make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube page. We got over 600 people watching us right now.
Awesome.
The Hawks are very close to capturing the imagination of this town. And I think it started to happen already. The buzz is kind of like, I'm hearing people saying like, hey, I've heard they're not off to a bad start. Maybe I should tune in a game. When do they play again? Who are the guys I should watch? Okay, get that group. Then we'll hear a little more. Then we'll hear a little more. And it's going to take off. This is a team that is so incredibly easy to root for. And if you saw Ryan Donato in the postgame show, they asked him, like, what's the difference between this team and last year's team? And he didn't say, well, this team's good and the last year's team was bad. He said, the structure is way better. He said, quote, everyone on the ice knows their job. And he also chalked it up to the maturity in another year for the young players on this team. And it's showing from, look, Connor Bedard's start to the season has been dissected. I have a little issue with him in this one, which we'll get to a little bit later.
Yeah.
But defensive effort. At the end of the game, he's laying out, trying to knock a puck out of the zone. He's back-checking. He's lifting sticks. Frank Nazar, relentless. The key play in this game is Teuvo Teravainen in the Hawk zone, lifts a puck, moves it up the ice, and that leads to the game-winning goal. It's all these little things that the Hawks are doing that are making a difference, where last year be it inexperience, be it confusion, be it uncertainty. They weren't doing those things. And you said it, man. This was a great effort. Effort is tangible from puck drop to final horn. If this team wins or loses, you know you are getting their best every single night. And really, as a fan, that's all you can ask for. This team is still in a rebuild. It's still years away from cup contention. Not as many as before, but they're still years away. But this is the foundation that you want laid for an eventual Stanley Cup contender, and it's well underway. Anyone who has watched the Hawks play this year has to be excited about what they've seen.
Yeah, I mean, think about the last couple of seasons and how games like this would have unfolded. They would have found ways to lose.
Yes,
they would have gotten. They would have tried to overcompensate for taking penalties, which probably would have led to more penalties, and then Tampa would have scored. Or, I mean, puck luck's a real thing. Nikita Kucherov was a quarter of an inch the other way from taking the lead.
Yeah.
And scoring his 1,000th point. If you didn't
was that today?
Here on the broadcast.
They barely mentioned that.
But, I mean, you get that play. Hagel hit a post. Like, you just have to take advantage of opportunities that sometimes the game presents to you, and not folding and not crumbling under the pressure and not trying to overdo things. This team is learning how to win in the NHL, and Spencer Knight has talked about it. Jeff Blashill has put in the system and the structure that is focused on like winning games in a style that successful teams need to do, because those successful teams usually go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Spencer Knight has said the word playoffs when talking about the structure and the style that Jeff Blashill is implementing and the team is trying to play. This was one of those games. Pretty much almost all of their games, aside from the St. Louis one, have been down to the wire, one goal, tight games that you have to find a way to win. And they've done it more often than not. And I think that's really impressive. And it's something that, like, we talk about teaching moments, learning moments, growing pains. Those aren't always bad things, I think, is what we're seeing. It was a good TV show. We're seeing some of those lessons and growing pains come from positivity. Right. They're learning lessons in, like, if you don't do the little things right, if you don't commit to giving that 100% effort, you're going to find out that things won't go your way. You won't create your own luck in some ways. And I think they're sticking to it. There's a belief in the system. We saw in this game, there were times where the structure got wonky.
Yes.
They were able to kind of get back into it, get back into the flow of things. They didn't let it get out of control to where the game just completely got lost on them. So I think those lessons, teaching moments, they can come in victories, and that's what we're seeing so far.
You used the word belief, and something stood out to me in this game, and I made a note of it. Tampa Bay ties the game late in the second period. It's 42 seconds to go in a period. Mm-hmm. Go to intermission, some missed opportunities that period, probably feeling like, man, this thing is slipping away. They come back to start the third period. They show the Blackhawks bench. I think it was Bedard, Nazar, and somebody else. And Bedard is on the bench laughing. Like, they're talking to each other. They're cracking up. They're smiling. Like, they're not fazed. They're ready to go. This is a team that is playing with supreme confidence. And you're right. I still have the PTSD from seasons past where even when they took the lead with 54 seconds left, I was sitting because we knew we were a few seconds behind on ESPN Plus. Yeah. So I have the game summary open at all times, and I'm literally hammering refresh, hoping that it will switch to final.
Yeah,
I'm like, please switch to final, because I didn't want to deal with the last 15 seconds of real time because I was just so used to things falling apart and them giving up a goal late. But they battled hard. Look, we saw Luke Richardson coach away where he protected the team and kept things close by just playing prevent defense.
Right, yeah.
And every now and again, you'd get a bounce and skate away with a win and be like, all right, fine. We survived that and got 2 points out of it somehow. Jeff Blashill's doing this differently. He is putting them in a position to win. He is taking the talents of his team, which pretty much top to bottom, aside from Bertuzzi and Foligno, is speed. And he's playing a man system. AJ Milechko talked about it today. So, like when we saw Wyatt Kaiser draw that penalty, the reason he got a breakaway and not a forward was because of the man-on-man. That's how things switched, and he just found himself up ahead and got that breakaway. He's taking a structure, defense first, structure, but utilizing it for the players that he's got and letting them use their speed, letting them use their instincts, and they're getting results. And I think that is such a huge thing for young players when you are coached and told to do something, and maybe you don't love it at first, but you get results out of it. That's all it takes to get belief in a system is to say, oh, wow, that thing he told me to do, I did it and we won.
Yeah.
Or I did it and I got a goal. Or I did it and they didn't score. Right? Like, and as those lessons build and build and build, the players grow more confident. The system gets stronger because we did see, as you mentioned, and we mentioned it on our intermission report that we do on Twitter, that like clearly what John Cooper was trying to do to the Blackhawks was create chaos. That's why Tampa was every time they had a chance to put a puck on net, they did it every single time because it created rebounds. They hit the post a bunch of times, as you mentioned, and it got the Hawks running around a little bit. But because of the trust that the coaching staff has earned by having this early season success, they call the guys to the bench, TV timeout, whatever, and say, hey, this is what's happening. Remember what we're doing here. Calm down. Keep your structure. Let's get it back. They get it back. We have seen this from this team all year where things start to get a little chaotic for them and they are able to find it. It doesn't become, hey, we had a really good first 10 minutes and then Tampa's got some momentum and then it's over and we lose 5-1, right? Now it's, okay, these last 3 or 4 minutes have been rough. Let's regroup, hit the reset button, blow in the cartridge, Nintendo style, put it back in, and let's go. And it has worked more often than not this season. And it's a testament to Blashill. It's a testament to his assistants. And more than anything, it's a testament to the players who are buying in and committing. And from day one of this training camp, where Jeff Blashill said, 2 laps for practice, drills, let's go. He set the tone early, and they have responded. These players desired to be coached. And it's something that when you hear what Ryan Donato says after the game, saying, we have structure this year. We believe in what we're doing. We know what we're doing. That is a shot across the bow to the guys that were here before.
Yeah. I think it's, you want to hit Noodle Man?
Did we get there already?
Oh, we're well behind.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it is a testament to the.
Is he louder?
Hey, it's a big win. Yeah, I mean, it is a testament to the messaging and, you know, a lot of the guys, how they've responded to Blashill and his staff and how they've approached this season has been really positive. There's not a guy that you get any context clues from or that we've talked to or anything like that that has come in and said, it's all right, I guess. Like, these guys are enthusiastic about being coached this way, and that makes a big difference. So, yeah, I think, you know, big picture, this is a great foundation being set with this team, and these are games that you can point to. These are games that provide video that you can take to in training sessions. And you can say, this works, this doesn't. Look, you know, you can make examples out of guys for making the right plays. And you're not looking at, you know, when Richardson took over, it was, here, let's watch the Lightning and the Avalanche, and let's watch the Panthers and watch how they play. You can go and watch your own highlights now. You can go and watch your own tape and say, these are plays that we need to continue to make. These are the right plays we're making. These are the wrong plays. This is what we got to get out of it. It's no longer the Blackhawks. You run the Blackhawks tape. Okay, this is what we're doing wrong.
Yep.
Run the Lightning tape from 2022. Oh, this is how we need to do it. Like, no. Go back and watch this game. Go back and watch the Blues game. Go back and watch even the Kraken game. Found a way to win, and that was a bad game.
Yep.
Like that is a thing that makes a difference, I think, for this group and for these young players. Like they're learning that they can do it, and I think that's a belief in the people coaching you, belief in your teammates, and a belief in yourself goes a long way.
Yeah, we got to hit the break zone for the first time. You have done a great job at hitting that like button. We're at 448 right now. Oh, we get to 500. Noodle Man comes back. Let's give him a workout tonight. Hit that like button. We are back in 2 minutes with a bunch of your super chats and a lot more on CHGO Blackhawks.
Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary with Bet365. This game was not ordinary.
No.
And it didn't get the NHL early payout offer, but you never know with this Blackhawks team. It could be the next game, could be Sunday's game. With Bet365, their early NHL payout offer, you're a winner if your team gains a 3-goal lead with an instant payout on straight bets and parlay selections marked as winners. So download the Bet365 app. Use the code CHGO365 when you sign up. If you do that and place a bet for $5, win or lose, you are eligible for bonus $200 in bonus bets. Again, sign up using the code CHGO365, deposit $10, place a $5 bet, and you get $200 in bonus bets whether you win or lose. Must be 21 or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER. This offer is in-app only.
And you know this. Things have gone soft lately. The Lightning, soft, giving up late goals.
Noodle Man, soft.
Your kombucha colas, your probiotic sodas, soft.
Colas.
Let's get tough again.
Yeah.
Let's get some RC Cola in our lives. RC Cola tastes like a punch in the thirst. No trends, no gimmicks, no glow up. You don't need a glow up when you're perfect. All right? RC has not changed its stripes since 1905 because it didn't need to. Why would it? It was already great. RC is the original cola that doesn't fold under the pressure. The other team in Chicago that's winning has a game this weekend. Fill that fridge. Get ready. Hawks play Sunday. Mm-hmm. Fill the fridge. Get ready. You want a tough fridge. You want a fridge full of great stuff. RC Cola is what you need. Get some at your favorite store today. RC Cola is not a soft drink, just damn good cola. All right, we got to get to some of your super chats. You are giggling at something.
Connor Bedard with blood all over him after the game. Quote from Ben Pope, never felt better. Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
And we've got the post game rolling in.
I love it.
So we're going to get to that stuff as we can. I think I sent that in there. Sarah, did you get it? Where did I
just got the email, so
well, I sent it somewhere.
Let's knock out these super chats.
Yes, well, here, I'm going to send it right now.
Give Sarah some
time. Well, let's do all these. Let's play each of them. All right, we have to look over here because our TV over here is jacked up. So we're looking to our right.
Broke it in excitement.
All right, $5 super chat from Nathan says, tonight and the start to the season have made me feel like the meme of Barney from The Simpsons. Just hook it into my veins. That is the feeling. That is for sure.
Yeah.
And we said in the pregame show, we have been looking forward to this game all day. We saw this morning on social media, the Blackhawks play tonight all over the place. Mm-hmm. Hawks fans are juiced. They're ready to go.
Yep.
Moot Cat Wisdom says curses and cranberries. Connie's Pizza Bedard needs to bury that one. Okay, we'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's get to it now. He's got nothing but ice in front of him. And he tries to find a pass with the empty net.
Who was he passing it to?
I don't know.
Was it Donato?
I get it. He's trying to be unselfish. He's trying to be a good teammate. Someone, I swear to God, as Blashill has made people touch the board and come back, he's out on the ice early all the time. Jeff, go out there early, say, you passed up 8 opportunities to shoot. You're going to do 8 laps at full speed. I don't know what it's going to take for Connor Bedard to take initiative and shoot. He had a really good game otherwise. But win the game. It's not selfish to win the game.
If they tie that game, which it felt like, of course.
Yes.
Connor's going to pass up the empty net opportunity, and the Lightning are going to tie it. Because we have the PTSD from the last 3 seasons. If they tie,
by the way, he had it too. Because when you saw him dive at first,
that was a makeup effort.
Crap moment.
Yeah, that was a makeup effort.
Definitely.
But yeah, I mean that is like so frustrating because it's like just float the puck towards the net. You're Connor freaking Bedard. Like just score the easiest goal you can score. And an empty netter and make it a two goal game.
Yes.
Making it a 2-goal game with 20 seconds left is a lot better than trying to sauce a pass across, from board to board
behind him.
Yeah, at the red line when there's an empty net. Like that is just a situational awareness that I hope I hope the first thing Jeff Blashill shows in their next video session is that, and he just says, Connor, never again.
Right.
Never again.
If you will be mad at Connor for doing this, please raise your hand. No one raises their hand. Thank you. Connor, never do that again. And Luke Richardson said that to him.
Oh, yeah.
Was it the preseason of his rookie year when he refused to take the empty netter?
Yeah.
As his first goal, or it was something like that. And Luke's like, hey, man, it's not selfish to win the game. Just win the game. Mm-hmm. Everyone here, all 23 of us, want 2 points. That's it. Yeah. Whatever it takes, do it. All right. Anyway, Lebowski $2 says Red Rising, baby.
Yeah, feels like that era again.
600 likes and the Red Noodle Man will rise. That's for sure. Matt Garrett $2 says from Matt Garrett. Thanks, Matt.
He's probably got another.
I'm sure there's another chat in there. We'll find it, Matt. Don't worry.
Matt.
We got $5 from. I'm just gonna say Matthias says the vibes are back, my friends. I love having meaningful hockey. 100%. Yeah. Jesus Rodriguez says, "Bring out the Noodle Man." We're getting there.
We did.
35 more likes, or 55 more likes, and we're in.
This is when it was like 400, and yeah.
Kempen says, "Do we think Blash being gone has affected Tampa Bay?" I don't know.
Maybe. Hey, remember all those Lightning fans that said "good riddance" when Jeff Blashill left?
Yeah.
Who's got 4 wins and who's got 1? This season.
How about that penalty kill coverage on that Frank Nazar goal? Mm-hmm. Where all the Lightning were dead controller mode.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. $50 from Adrian.
50.
He says, this Blackhawks team is nails indefatigable. That's a word I don't know.
Indefeatable?
Indefatigable.
Indefeatable. Not undefeatable. Indefeatable.
I don't think that's what it says. Anyway, Daniel, $5 says, thoughts on Grzelcyk and Green's place on a team 8 games into the season. Grzelcyk, I think, had a kind of a quietly solid game today. If you look at our friends at the Blue Lines, he was the highest rated defenseman. I know that doesn't mean everything, but he had a pretty solid. He was actually the highest rated Hawk.
Grzelcyk?
Yep.
I mean,
a 2.27 game score, behind only Ryan McDonough.
Impressive. That's good. I was just about to say he's kind of been the least consequential defenseman,
which is fine.
At least, which I mean, for a guy who came in on a PTO, you didn't expect him you didn't expect to even have him this season. Then he comes in and he's been fine. I haven't worried about him.
I really liked his first period.
Yeah.
A lot of puck movement, skating himself into open ice to create scoring chances.
He had a couple good shots off in the first period. A good game from him today. I think he's completely fine in the minutes he's playing and the role he's playing, especially with the 7 defensemen set up. Like, I think it works well for him. Ryan Green, I mean, for a guy that was supposed to start the season in Rockford,
almost had a goal too.
He's come up and had a really good showing so far this year. I feel like he might be on that like cut line of like when everyone gets back healthy, all the forwards.
Yeah.
But like he's definitely not for sure going to get scratched.
And if it's him, it's not for anything he's done wrong. It's more of we've got vets that need to play. Playing in Rockford is not going to hurt you. You're going to get power play, penalty kill, 20 minutes a night. Go dominate in Rockford, and we'll call you back in a few weeks or months or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be any sort of demotion. I mean, technically it would be, but not a punishment.
Yeah.
That's probably a better way to put it. All right, we've got some post-game video we want to go to. Why don't we go to Ryan Donato first? He had the game winner and a goal earlier. Here's Ryan Donato, courtesy of the Chicago Blackhawks.
How would you assess that game?
Fun. I mean, I think at the end of the day it was fun. I think the guys are learning that, you get in those situations. I think Nider said it in the locker room after the game. It's a privilege to be in those situations, and especially when you come out on top, it's just fun to be around. And I think, like I said, I think the guys are having fun today.
I was telling Frank, it seems like even when it's not a perfect game or there's mistakes, you guys just find a way to battle through everything right now. Do you sense that will to win in you right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's obviously nice that we have Nider and Sodi backing up our mistakes, and they really stop a lot of those chances that we give up when we do make mistakes. And I think the more that we play, we make less and less mistakes. But I think it's a game, right? I think you're playing against Kucherov, Point, and some of these guys that are they're going to create offense, and it's a matter of weathering it. I think the younger guys are starting to understand that, and if you do the hard things right, usually good things happen. And I think that's what's happening right now.
But did you notice how loud the Hawks fans' roars were?
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Honestly, it might have been half our bench that cheered that loud too. I think guys were excited, and it's a plus. I mean, like I said, that puck, I was a little nervous when it came to me, just because there was such an open net and there was so much spin on the puck. I'm like, if I miss this, I'm gonna lose my mind. And like I say, like tap-ins, all these situations you pray for, and I'm just happy that one went in.
What do you see in the first goal?
I just wanted to get a shot on the game. I think sometimes I've had a reluctancy this year, just kind of holding on and trying to make an extra play. And I think, obviously Vasilevsky's a great goalie, so I think you got to get as much, shots on him as you can, and take the chances that you get. And I was lucky that one went in.
That is Ryan Donato, courtesy of the Blackhawks. And yeah, Hawks fans pretty loud in that one.
Hey,
now Let's Go Bolts sounds a little bit like Let's Go Hawks over the air.
Yeah,
but Bob, the ESPN crew pointed out, like,
pretty loud.
How many Hawks fans came to Florida? Well, you see, Bob, a lot of people from Chicago moved to Florida and have been Hawks fans for years.
Tries to get away from the cold.
Yes.
Yeah,
and create a term for them: snowbirds.
Oh, nice. That's
no one's
a good
ever
term.
called them that before.
Yeah, trademark that.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, there's Hawks fans everywhere. Like it's a big fan base, and I think that they travel well. I think most away games you're going to go to, you're going to find a good number of Hawks fans representing. So great to see that they had that kind of crowd tonight, and now they come back for a couple home games. It's going to feel nice.
Yeah,
got some momentum rolling. And talk about with Donato, like just the questions of, can he replicate what he did last season? Was last year a fluke? 30 goals, all that stuff. 5 goals in the last 4 games. Like, he's off to a hot start to replicate what he did, and it really just feels like found money that Ryan Donato has turned into this player, which is awesome, because you compare him with Bedard, and he can produce. He's stepping up in big moments. Like, that is, again, by Kyle Davidson, money well spent on that extension.
We got 600 likes.
Noodleman agrees.
This is the best investment we've ever had.
I would say so. Yeah.
Noodleman is a note motivator.
It's a big morale boost.
700 likes, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, 700. He comes back on.
Amazing.
He comes back on. We got a couple more super chats. Let's get this $10 one from Hawks Fanatic. Says, I think one of the main differences between this year and last year is that the team isn't letting off the gas for the full 60, and that's what it takes to win.
Yeah,
that's a really good point. I actually kind of noticed that late in the game as time was running down, and it felt like maybe they were thinking about just kind of, let's just get to overtime and see what happens.
Right.
Then, nope, Tavo strikes, gets the puck up the ice, and the Hawks win the game. That's what you love to see. And again, not to beat a dead horse, another term I just invented, no one's ever said that before, that is also a sign of confidence. It's also a sign of they're not scared to lose. Mm-hmm. They're not afraid to make a mistake. Now, as we move on in the show to some of the individual performances, which we'll do, we could talk about that, because I do think we are seeing a couple guys a little bit afraid to make mistakes. But as a whole, they're not scared. They're not intimidated by the situation, and they know they're fast enough and good enough to hang.
Yeah, it comes back down to that that belief and seeing the rewards of playing that style. They've seen it when they hang in, find an overtime winner, find a late game winner, being able to find a goal when you need it. They've been able to do it. So in those moments where you might just hold on for dear life, they're actually finding ways to, flip the ice on their opponent, which is really impressive.
All right, got to hit the break zone again. Do us a favor, hit that like button. Let's keep that number going. Let's keep Noodle Man working. And while you're there, you might as well subscribe to our YouTube page as well. And I want to get in the habit of doing this, as we have how many people watching live right now, Sarah? Can you tell?
A lot.
Almost 1,000 people watching.
We had almost 1,000 people, yeah.
As this heats up, as the buzz starts, we're going to rely on you, our listeners, to start telling friends. Mm-hmm. And when the Blackhawks come up, say, by the way, if you're really getting into the Hawks or you want to get into the Hawks, you should check out CHGO Blackhawks. Send them our YouTube page. Send us a podcast link. Whatever you need to do, let your friends know. Word of mouth is our most valuable resource. So please, please, please get in the habit of telling your friends. We'll talk to you on the other side of this break on CHGO Blackhawks. And the Blackhawks don't stink, and you don't want to stink. So get yourself some Mando. Fall is here. Crisp air, football, hockey, maybe a bonfire or two. But if you're like most guys, you're still putting in hard work. And yeah, that means you are sweating. Don't let BO sideline you. Let's be honest. Real deodorant just does not cut it after a long day working in the yard, raking leaves, whatever it might be. That's why you need Mando deodorant plus sweat control. It's not just a cover-up. Mando is one stick, two jobs, powerful odor, and sweat control. Their starter pack is perfect for new customers like you. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like the mini body wash and deodorant wipes. Keep those in your glove box. And free shipping is a special offer to our listeners. New customers get 20% off site-wide with our code CHGO at shopmando.com. That's 20% off site-wide and free shipping, shopmando.com, code CHGO.
And hey, athletes, do you stink?
Yep.
Well, that's probably because you're working really hard and you want to be the best. And what can take you to that next level is a really good coach. If you're serious about leveling up your game, check out EyeOnTheBall.net. The right coach can change everything, and finding one is easy with Eye on the Ball. Doesn't matter if you're just starting out or competing at the top levels. You can sign up totally free as an athlete at EyeOnTheBall.net. Create your profile, search through coaches in your sport, connect directly with the one that's right for you. From soccer to swimming to baseball to basketball to football to hockey and almost everywhere in between, you name it, the coaches are out there for you. So what are you waiting for? Your future coach could be one click away. Jump on today at EyeOnTheBall.net. Again, that's EyeOnTheBall.net. Find your coach and take your game to the next level.
All right. Thanks for hitting that like button for us. We are back on CHGO Blackhawks. We have Frank Nazar and Jeff Blashill ready to go, correct? Why don't we hear from Frankie Franchise right now? Another great game for him. Here's Frank Nazar, courtesy of the Chicago Blackhawks.
And then, him making big saves builds momentum and courage for guys like us to go out there and score those goals.
It seems like even if there's mistakes or imperfect games, you guys just kind of have a will to battle through everything right now.
I think that's something that we've built the last few years. I mean, it's been some hard times, some good times, but I think learning from losses and learning from mistakes and losing to be able to come out in games like this and understand what it takes to be mature and win games like that.
Is it exciting to see growth like that, especially third period, you have a double minor, don't convert, and then you have to go on the kill to get the kill, and just to kind of regroup, keep it 2-2 to give yourself a chance to win this league?
Of course. I mean, we got guys going out there blocking shots, working their tail off to kill those penalties and earn things like that. And I mean, we've been in that spot all year, so being able to keep maturing our game and finish and close on games like that, it's super rewarding.
Thanks, Frank.
All right, that was Frank Nazar. Thanks to the Blackhawks for use of that video. Nazar with a goal, an assist, 2 points, +1, 21-33 of ice time, 4 shots on goal, 7 shot attempts, and a hit. Just another. I mean, this is becoming the standard night for Frank Nazar.
He is just the growth that we've seen from him from the start of last season to now, even just from getting up to the NHL to now. is incredible. We talk about this team having a belief in themselves and having a confidence about them. I'm not going to say it starts and ends with Frank Nazar, but he has got to be the spark in that room that I think keeps that confidence high, keeps that belief high. Ryan Donato talked about him in the ESPN postgame little interview that they did, where, you know, he's always high energy. He's a guy that galvanizes this locker room. That's a word from our former friends there.
We're still our friends.
He's just he is. I keep coming back to the fact that so many people were like, Connor Bedard needs help. Connor Bedard needs help. Connor Bedard needs help. Here's Frank Nazar.
Right.
Here is the exact help that we've been looking for Connor Bedard to have. He's got a guy that can do pretty much everything that Bedard can do.
Yeah.
You know, be an elite player, be a big contributor, be a clutch player. And then, you know, is also an energy guy, a guy for the fan base to glob onto. Another person that has a good quote that we can go to in the locker room and talk to. Like, it's just, there's so many different things that Frank Nazar does that helps Connor Bedard, helps this team. Like, it's just, it really is like just a Montreal. Thank you so much for that 13th overall pick in the 2022 draft in exchange for Kirby Dach, because it has worked out wonderfully for the Blackhawks and for Frank Nazar.
It has. And I like your point about his demeanor in the locker room and him being kind of like a spark plug for the team, because he has this infectious personality where he strikes me as a guy who, no matter how things are going, he has such gratitude for the fact that he's able to play hockey for a living.
I think so.
And it's like never too serious for him. And I feel like a guy like that to have in a room, because there will be points in any NHL season, be you the, you know, Florida Panthers or the San Jose Sharks. Congrats on your first win, Sharks. You're going to go through bad stretches of the season, and have guys like that who come in every day with the same attitude, smile on their face, ready to go, ready to compete, not with the perpetual rain cloud around them, falling on them when things are going bad. It's contagious.
Asking
it's
for
infectious. Trades. Yes, exactly. It changes the vibes of the room. Mm-hmm. It can literally take anyone who has been in a locker room at any level knows that one rotten personality can bring down the entire room, and one lightning bolt spark plug of a guy can bring everybody back. Mm-hmm. And I feel like this team has a lot of those spark plug types.
Oh yeah.
But I think Nazar is the one who is right now shining the brightest, because he's achieving at a high level. He's kind of doing it without a lot of pressure on him, because he did not have all the expectation on him that Bedard had, or even Levshinov has, right? He's like a high, 13th overall, which is not huge expectations. First round pick, yeah, should be good. But no one said, like, Frank Nazar has to come here and be the best player and be a star from day one. Mm-hmm. That was not the case with him. So he's able to come in, do his thing at his own pace, and now he's really into a groove. And night after night, he is among the best Blackhawks.
13 is 6 + 7, right?
I do know that, yes.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I think there were high expectations for Nazar, and he is already exceeding them. And the contract extension, people who were questioning that, I think you can have your questions be answered through how he has started this season. It's just been really impressive. I'm very happy that Frank Nazar has found his stride. And he's a guy that I think Jeff Blashill I'm sure loves to coach.
Oh yeah.
Cause he seems like a very coachable guy, and just naturally has that play style that lends itself to what Blashill's teaching. He has those habits. He has the game that is engaged defensively to create offense. And I think it's, and we've heard, if you've paid attention to a couple of stories coming out from Ben Pope recently, how Jeff Blashill is kind of put his system in place, and the structure and the tendencies that he's hoping to get out of the team. He's based that off of the personnel he has. it doesn't seem like he came into the Blackhawks and said, I have this system, and no matter who's on this team, you're going to play this system no matter what. It's kind of been tweaked a little bit to be like, these are the guys I have.
Yep.
This is what I want to do. Here's what's realistic, and here's how we're going to make it work for everybody. Whether it's a guy like Frank Nazar, whether it's playing 7 defensemen, so you got 4 guys that are right shots that split up time with power play penalty kill, or whether it's, structuring your defensive system so that Spencer Knight can do what he does best and be able to play a style that allows him to not really, just to see the puck. And he's a guy that doesn't give up rebounds, so you can play a little bit differently defensively, because more often than not, that he's going to make a save and keep it close to him.
Right.
So it's just really impressive how this group has kind of come together, and it's kind of worked so far. And I think Nazar is a big part of it.
Looking at the Spencer Knight thing, let's see. I'm trying to find the expected goals. Oh, it just crapped out on me. We'll get to that later.
Well, the Lightning's expected goals number today was 3.74. So I think you can tack on another 1.7 goals saved above expected for Spencer Knight, which he was already leading the league in that stat category. So, man, he is, again, it just seems like stars are aligning for this group.
Yes, it does.
Nazar and Knight and Bedard, and all we talked about this offseason with Bedard adding speed, adding strength, adding another dimension, another level to his game, seems like he's done it. Donato doesn't look like a fluke so far.
Right.
Rinzel and Levshinov and Kaiser, like, they're not only, they're not over their skis right now. Kaiser's excelling. Alex Vlasic, I feel like we've barely talked about Alex Vlasic, but it's because so many other guys are there pulling their weight.
And he's gotten to that point, too, where it's like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, again, I say partially in jest that this is a team of destiny, but, man, does it feel like things are breaking the right way that you want them to or hoped for them to so far this start of the season.
100%. All right, we just mentioned a lot of young players. When we mention young players, that means we got to go to the Frathouse on Madison. And I know our music's playing, I know it's pumping, and we're almost at 700 likes. If we get 4 more likes, we could have the Noodle and the Frathouse at the same time. Why are we so blessed? A goal and assist, 21-33 for Nazar. We've been talking about him, and the semantic arguments are happening in the chat of who's the best player, Nazar or Bedard? Who cares? Enjoy that they're both here.
Pick your night. It could be either one of them or both.
That's why we're infighting.
You know what?
Got 2 really good young players.
I'm glad we're having who's the best player on this team rather than who's the biggest bust.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's time.
Hit it.
You did it. 700 likes. I believe 700 likes might be...
It's pretty high.
Aside from like a live draft
for a post-game, that's pretty darn high.
That's pretty great. And 900 consistent viewers.
Yeah. Hey, man, I said it in the pregame. This town is ready for this team to be good again, to be fun again. When the Hawks, in their recent stretch of Stanley Cups, were going through that, they were the hot ticket.
Yeah.
They were the fun team to be a fan of. And I think this group is turning the tides of what this team means in this city. And I think people are responding to it. Like you said, like there's a lot of people who are now kind of like maybe tuned out a bit over the last couple of years because the team's not been so good. No more Seabrook, no more Keith, no more Crawford, no more Taze and Kane, and they might be like, okay, come back when we're in the playoffs and stuff. I think a lot of those people are starting to find their way back to this team because they're not only more watchable, just like, if I turn on the TV, I'm not gonna, it's gonna look like regular.
I'm not gonna
hockey.
throw my remote through.
Yeah, it's gonna look like regular NHL hockey, and it's not only watchable, it is fun to watch.
That's it, and they're dudes you want to root for.
Yeah,
their personalities are starting to shine through. I think the Hawks have done a good job of amplifying those personalities, showing off those personalities.
Doing a good job so far. Yeah.
So I don't know if it's hard. I think the social media team is different this year. It's the girls who are in there this year doing it. I don't recognize.
I think
from last year.
I think it might be the same.
Okay, well they're doing a really good job.
Doing a good job.
Like really creative. And the other thing too is I'll say
once they told us to stop doing fun videos.
Yes. Well, but the players are also participating.
Yeah, well, they're young guys that are also on TikTok and everything. Like I've overheard conversations of, Bedard and Nazar and Reichel and Doc talking about like, which videos got how many likes and views and stuff like. So they're tuned into what social media presence can do for the team and for their own individual brand.
All right, young person quiz, Sarah. What is the name of the movie serial killer with the hockey mask?
Oh God.
Jason.
Thank you.
Jason what?
Oh, you got the last name?
Oh, why'd you do that to me,
Because
Mario?
that's half an answer.
I don't know.
Jason Voorhees.
Oh,
but you know Jason.
But I know Jason.
Okay,
yeah,
because they passed around a Jason Chia head, like a Chia Pet Jason, to the locker room, and they're like, I don't know. They didn't know that. Only Matt Grizzlick knew the name Jason.
Chia Pet?
It was a Jason Chia Pet.
I love classic horror movies, though, so I wouldn't know that.
I mean, that's
what I didn't know.
That's like name. Not knowing Rage Against the Machine. You have to know that.
Yeah.
All right. We got to hit the break zone.
That was tough.
Sarah stares knives through my eyes. We got 80 more likes, and we got Noodle Man again. Let's get to it.
One more Noodle
likes.
Man before we go home.
Yes, let's do it. We come back. We are going to – you got to vote for Game Pucks, by the way. Ryan Donato, Spencer Knight. Get those votes in. Reveal the winner at the end. I do have 2 little negatives I have to get to today. I don't want to. I'll make it quick. I promise.
No negatives, only positive vibes here.
We got to talk about it. Okay.
Okay.
Back in 2 minutes on CHGO Blackhawks.
We've got deals sweeter than candy this Halloween going on at Ray Chevrolet in Fox Lake. Come in today to shop the No Tricks, Just Treats sales event and drive home with 0% financing, $0 down with no payments until 2026 and 0 hidden fees on select new Chevy models. Or check out Ray's selection of over 125 vehicles priced under $20,000. With one of Chicagoland's largest Chevy inventories, you're sure to find the perfect vehicle for you. And as one of the top-selling Chevy dealers in the Midwest, they're able to keep their prices competitive, so you know you'll get a great deal. And with Ray's Price Promise, that lets you shop confidently because the price you see is the price you pay. Don't miss out on their No Tricks, Just Treats sales event going on all month long for 0% financing, $0 down with no payments until 2026, and no hidden fees on select new Chevy models. Shop Ray Chevrolet in Fox Lake or at raychevrolet.com. They've been serving the community since 1963. Together, let's drive.
And you know the moment when you realize your favorite sunglasses were on the roof of your car when you left Michigan an hour and a half ago.
Not there.
Chances are they're not there anymore.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? With Shady Rays, you don't have to worry about that. Their sunglasses are made for real life. They look great. They're polarized, they're durable, and not crazy expensive. Also, the best part, if you lose or break them, like on the roof of your car in Michigan, even on the first day, Shady Rays will send you a brand new pair. No guilt trip, just replacements. So now you can actually wear your sunglasses without fear on hikes, at concerts, on the boat. I'm on a boat, wherever. Shady Rays is eyewear that has your back. So get some. We've teamed up with Shady Rays to bring you an exclusive offer. Head to shadyrays.com. Use our code CHGO for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself. The shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people.
Can I mention real quickly?
Yes.
Talked about they were there, now they're gone. There are some things that were on Twitter today that are now gone.
Such as?
I'll leave it at that. If you were on Blackhawks Twitter tonight, there were some things that you saw that are now gone.
Okay.
I'm just going to leave it at that.
All right, good stuff.
Because I don't want to also be there and then be gone too. So
it is spooky season. That's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
don't know.
scary, Mario.
I might not be at liberty to say because some things were out there.
Oh, I know what you're referring to. Those are gone now?
Those are gone.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
I think Layla was played.
R.I.P. R.I.P. to our friend. All right. Get those votes in for Game Puck. We will get your super chats now because we're late. Joshua says $2. New fan from California for the second season. Go Hawks.
Yeah,
Thank you,
love that.
Joshua. Appreciate that. $5 from Ryan PC says playoffs.
Playoffs.
I'm assuming that's Jim Mora voice.
It's, hey,
They have a firm grasp on the first wild card spot.
It is firmly grasped.
And little plug. Tomorrow we'll be dropping our mini pod, and the topic was, when do expectations change?
Might be sooner.
Looks like
than
we
you
were
think.
prescient.
That's called a tease.
Sooner than
That
you
is called
think.
a tease. All right, next up we've got Mr. Pow Pow says another point for Reichel, but the lack of special teams time in his minutes, 10:58 tonight, gives me the feeling he's a placeholder until Moore is ready. Then he'll be dealt by the deadline. This is the little negative thing I want to get to. One of them, we talked about a pregame. A lot of you were there. Massive opportunity for Lukas Reichel. Craps the bed. I'm sorry.
Craps the bed, or is what he is.
He got pretty much benched in a third.
Yeah.
And you're already playing with 11 forwards. So rather than play Lukas Reichel, he opted to play 10 forwards. That is a dropping of the ball. That is you started this game on the top line with Connor Bedard, and by the end of 40 minutes, Jeff Blashill had seen enough. And you had an assist.
Yeah.
Despite getting on the score sheet, he didn't put you out there. I'm sorry. We're all rooting for Lukas Reichel, but every time he gets a shot, he fumbles it.
I think I think we're at the point now where it's just who he is. I think we have enough of a sample size now at the NHL level, both in bottom line roles, third line roles, top pair roles, playing with Bedard, all this stuff.
Yeah, at some point the excuses.
I think we have enough of a sample of who he is as a player, and I think this is just what he is. Yep. He's a guy who's like a 13th forward. The reports are that his name is still out there for trades, and it's been out there for a year.
And by the way, if you are sniffing around hockey Twitter, there are teams looking for help.
Yeah.
Like Vancouver wants help. Yeah. But not Lukas Reichel.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to tell you something.
Yeah. I think we're just at the point where this is the player that he is. I think the expectation for him to be more than this is wishful thinking at this point. And we'll see. We'll see what his spot is with the team moving forward. As the question said, Oliver Moore, he looks good to start his, professional career. Nick Lardis has started his professional career really well. Sasha Boisvert is likely turning pro once his college career is over this year. Anton Frondell likely coming overseas once his pro season in Sweden is over this year. Roman Kantsarov seems like he's on the path to come to the NHL. Yep. And sooner rather than later, there just won't be it won't be, oh, he's on the cut. He's just going to be not in the NHL picture.
Not in the NHL.
So it's either this is who he is and he gets moved eventually, or by the end of this season he'll just be edged out. And and then that's it.
All right, update on Game Pucks. We're at 50-50. Donato and Knight. Get those votes in.
I mean, that's
go to your multiple YouTube accounts.
So got about 5 more minutes before I'll close it.
Yeah, I'd say, the guy who got the game winner, 2-goal night, hot player, and then you got Knight, who was phenomenal again. I can't say enough how much of a difference he makes for this team. If we were at this stage of this season and we were riding with Arvid Soderblom and Drew Comezzo, it would feel different.
Or Peter Mrazek. Yeah.
Or Laurent Brossoit. Yeah. If he ever
we don't know.
existed.
Maybe he's awesome.
But having a guy like Spencer Knight, the belief he has in himself, the belief he gives his teammates, and then the performances he's had is just fantastic.
Yeah.
The questions about, do the Blackhawks have their guy of the future? Answered.
Yeah.
Answered 10 times over.
Drink water, keep going.
Take a drink of water, keep going. All good.
All right. I hope I say this right. Simach Hockey Training for $2 says could be a wild card team. Love the pod, boys. Yep, they currently hold the number 1 wild card spot in the West.
Could be.
Spencer Forsland, that's a good hockey name.
Oh, nice.
$5 says, first super chat, I had
Nice.
Bedsy for 3+ shots on goal. When he passed on that empty net, I lost it.
Oh.
Luckily, he got another shot somewhere else. Let's go, Hawks. Yeah,
There you
Bedard, it's not like he wasn't shooting at all. Ended the game with 3 shots, 6 shot attempts.
Yeah, he was.
And he
trying.
probably, if he didn't go off with a bloody face,
Yeah, he
probably
would have
had
out there.
several more.
Yeah, he would have been out there for that power play
Yeah.
way more than he was.
Exactly.
The bloody face, by the way, I said during the game, and I put it out on Twitter that someone's going to get a good picture of Bedard with all the blood on his face, and it's going to be everyone's social media profiles. It's all right. I've seen a lot of people already with the picture.
The Conor Bedard with the Javi Baez glasses at the Winter Classic has been replaced by the
no, that one's still pretty good. Yeah,
they made a our little Conor Bedard action figure. They have an alternate of him in the Winter Classic jersey.
Oh, nice.
Where is it? The McFarlane. It's over there somewhere. But yeah, I might get it. We'll see. Windy City Hockey, $2 says Donato was showing last year wasn't a fluke so far. He's been great.
I agree.
That first goal, by the way, was a freaking snipe.
That was a really good shot.
And little element of that, 2-on-1 with Bedard.
Shooting. That's safe.
No, yeah, well, yes, Donato shooting, but just having Bedard on the ice, Vasilevsky started cheating a little bit.
Yeah.
Because if you watch that, they showed the slow-mo replay of that goal from behind Donato. He beats him short side, stick side. Right, Vasilevsky's a left-handed catch, right? Yeah. So
most goalies are.
Yeah, so he beats him stick side because Vasilevsky predicted pass and started sliding Bedard's way.
Yeah, there was some space.
There were those are some of the little things that Bedard creates that don't end up on a score sheet, that don't end up on a box score, whatever, don't end up on the fancy purple lines. Vasilevsky was more concerned about Conor Bedard getting that pass and shooting than he was about Ryan Donato shooting. Not to take anything away from the shot. It was a great shot.
That's a 30-goal scoring shot.
But if you watch that, you can definitely see Vasilevsky cheating over.
Yeah.
Pat Mitchell with a $5 super chat. Over under 7.5 members of our next legitimate cup contender on the roster right this second. Be specific. All right, let's go. I'll give you the list. Bertuzzi? Probably not. He's here till 27-28.
Legitimate cup contender. 27-28.
They could be in that conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
it.
one.
Yeah.
Burakovsky?
No.
Tavo. He's out 26-27. I'm going to say no.
But I think they bring him back because he's playing really good.
We'll see. Foligno? No. Dickinson? No.
No.
Mikheyev? I'm saying yes on Mikheyev.
Yeah.
That's 2. All right. Donato is signed through 28-29. So if you're saying yes to Bertuzzi,
Yes.
you're saying yes to Donato. No to Lafferty. No to Reichel.
No.
Yes to Bedard.
Yes.
Yes to Nazar.
Yes.
Ryan Green?
Yes.
Does he have a spot on his team when everybody's here?
I think he finds a way.
Landon Slaggert?
No.
Colton Dock?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 1, 2,
That's gotta be, what,
3,
6?
4, 5, 6.
Okay.
So it's going to be over. Vlasic, yes.
Yeah.
Kaiser, yes.
Yeah.
Levshinov,
probably.
yes. Rinzel, yes. That's 10. Knight, yes.
yeah.
That's 11.
Yeah. That feels
That's well over.
Yeah, that feels yeah.
It's a safe
and that's
bet.
even with that's even with Mikheyev and Bertuzzi, who you could put question marks by. But
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Shea Weber.
And of course,
I forgot to mention him.
Of course.
All right. Thank you, Pat. Good question. Captain Cormick, I look forward to the days when other teams try to keep the red out again. Let's go, boys. That's true. It's coming soon. $2 from History Racer. He says, hashtag not to overreact, but playoffs, and 2 fire emojis.
Hey,
I don't know.
Let's get to November, see how we feel.
Yeah.
But
Thanksgiving.
it feels good.
Warren Bedard's $2 coming in late. Thoughts on Kaiser on Power Play 2 instead. This is the other little thing I wanted to get to. And before we do, we are going to overtime.
Yeah.
Pretty obvious. So
everybody deserves it.
If you're watching on Roku,
if you thought the
wherever,
Blackhawks were going to go to overtime, they didn't, but we will.
If you're watching on a fast channel, switch over to allchgo.com to finish the show. We'll be going overtime here momentarily. Levshinov. That's the guy I see thinking still.
Yeah.
On the power play, he is killing me with the slingshot because I saw him at some point in this game carries the puck up almost to the opponent blue line. He's like, oop, I forgot to drop it off, and there's nobody there. And it almost leads to a turnover. However, there were a couple yikes moments from him, but then he had a shift where he kept the puck in play 3 or 4 times and made that shift work. So you're seeing the really good, you're seeing the really scary with Levshinov. I think perhaps taking him off the power play for the time being, giving him a little breather, giving him a little rest, let him reset, let him get his confidence, and tell him that. It's not a punishment.
Yeah.
We just want to see you regain your confidence with the puck a little bit, and you'll be right back on there, even if it's a game or 2. Kaiser, power play, I'd probably just put Vlasic there because he's done it before. You know the risk is only so high.
Yeah, you're already playing Vlasic a lot of minutes, though. But you're doing that with Kaiser, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think either way, you probably get the same amount of offense out of those guys. So it's
both.
Flip a coin. It's not going to kill you to have them out there. Yeah, I mean this is the Levshinov experience that I think we pretty much had to sign up for with having him in the NHL at this stage of the game. Still hasn't turned 20 yet, but he will in a few days, and it's still just those learning moments.
Yeah.
And I think he's a guy that when he's got it, when he's up to speed, when he's got the lessons ingrained, and he's got the confidence, I think that is when you're going to see a lot of that fluidity in his game be unlocked, and a lot of the, those mistakes will start to be minimized, and the thinking will be a little bit less. The instincts will take over a little bit more, but it is going to still be probably a season-long process. If we thought 8 games into this year we'd have a stud NHL defense, that would have been way too much to expect out of him.
And by the way, it's important to say, Sam Rinzel has had those moments too.
Yeah.
But Sam Rinzel does not have the same spotlight Levshinov has because he wasn't the number 2 overall pick.
I think with Rinzel, you're getting there's still those. I think there is still those high expectations for him. He's playing on the top pair. Yeah. He's playing on the power play.
I just think the spotlight's not as hot on him.
Yes, I agree.
I think it's very similar to the way we look at Nazar and Bedard is the way we look at Rinzel and Levshinov. You were the super high pick. You were talked about as this great franchise-changing guy. Let's see it.
Yeah.
And it hasn't arrived yet for either of those guys. More so for Bedard so far, but there's less pressure on Rinzel and Nazar, so I think there's also less scrutiny on those guys too.
Sure.
So
okay. Yeah, I can see that.
And it's fair.
But yeah.
With a higher draft status comes higher expectation, right, of course.
Exactly.
But I don't think the gap between Rinzel and Levshinov is this cavern that everybody thinks it is.
Yeah. And also the extra spotlight on Levshinov is because of the guy that everybody else, not everybody else, almost 50-50 split of the fan base wanted.
Right. All right, $5 from Alex says auction off Bedard's bloody jersey and use that $5 million for Kaiser's first year on his deal. $5 million for that jersey? Excuse me.
No, but you never know.
Sure, take it. Samuel says at this point, might as well retire Spencer Knight as an option and just name the puck award after him.
Oh yeah.
Well, we got to reveal the winner here. Have you closed it down? Still 50-50?
Like legitimately 50-50
we need more
down the middle.
To vote. It's still at 50-50.
Should we just flip a puck?
Let's give it a few more minutes. We got one more super chat to get to, and then we're gonna call it and see.
Oh, it's moving. Yeah, get your votes in.
All right.
One more minute.
And then Skate Salem 1 for $5 says Donato has 5 goals. Is 20 goals foreseeable? Absolutely.
He's got 5 goals in the last 4 games.
Yeah, he's yes. I think that, and even before I'll say this too. Speaking of expectations, with that contract of $4 million, I think 20 is the expectation. I think that's like a fair expectation for Ryan Donato now. Is you had 31. We don't necessarily need you to get 31 every year or expect you to, but 20 should be probably the expectation for the remainder of his contract. I would say.
I would hope so. Yeah, I think if you're getting 20 goals out of Ryan Donato at that price tag, you're getting a big return on investment.
Okay, I closed it.
All right, it's closed. Who's the winner?
Spencer Knight.
Spencer Knight wins it again.
51%.
We really
barely.
don't. We probably don't need to do this anymore. This is Spencer Knight's 1, 2. This is his 6th start.
And his 6th one.
This is his 6th game puck. He has won every time he has had
well
a start.
deserved though.
When
I mean,
when you
superstar.
deserve the pucks.
No, there's no doubt about it.
Deserved.
Yeah, you're gonna get them.
Do you want to? Does anyone remember who the other 2 winners are that we had this year?
Frank Nazar.
Nope. Frank Nazar does not have.
Oh
a
no,
game
he's
puck.
always been the Frathouse guy.
Donato.
Nope.
Didn't Connor Bedard hasn't won?
Bedard has one.
Did he?
For the 3
See,
assist
I've already
game.
forgot.
Bedard's got one. Was that the St. Louis game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we do Alex Velasic?
Nope.
No.
You're never gonna get it. It's Lucas Reichel.
Oh, right. Because that's right. He had that. He had the 3-point game.
Right.
Yep.
That's right,
Holly,
yeah.
I forgot.
There you go. There you go.
There you go. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, it's I think that's the thing with this team is that they are heavily reliant on Knight being the guy that he's been in these first few games, which is fine.
Yeah.
Because he's been able to be the guy that you need him to be. But yeah, you would hope that you don't need to lean on him as much as the season goes on. You want a little bit more of offensive creation from the guys so that you don't have to have Spencer Knight put up 30-plus saves a game and all that stuff. But the fact that when you do need him to be like that, he has been like that so far, gives you a ton of confidence.
Yes. All right. We're going to call it. That's it. Thanks, everybody, for being here. We had 787 likes.
That's impressive.
That's
Take
incredible.
that, Bears.
Well, the Bears
Yeah.
have like 10 million, but
I
that's
know,
fine.
I know. You know, Jay, it's the little things.
But it's the per capita.
Pound, yeah, it's pound for pound.
That's a big word.
My saying, pound
Thank
for
you.
pound.
Pound for pound, we are the best show on the station.
Well, they have more people.
That's true. That's true. All right. Everybody, we love you. Thank you for being here. Our biggest crowd yet, and it's just growing and growing and growing.
Tell a friend,
Tell
tell
a
a neighbor,
friend.
tell a stranger.
Call your
Wise
friends,
words,
call
yeah.
your neighbors. Let
Wise
them
words
know.
from
Hawks
Luke
are back.
Stuckmeyer.
Share the links, share the tweets, share everything. It helps us out more than you know. Hit that like button on your way out. Noodle Man will be back, hopefully Sunday night.
Mm-hmm. Sunday at home against
Ottawa?
LA.
Oh, LA. That's right.
LA?
Allah.
LA.
Gotta double check that.
I do got to do. I am actually going to. Yeah, it is the Kings. And then Senators on Tuesday.
Sweet.
So there you go. Sunday, 6 p.m. Puck Drop will be with you as soon as the game ends. Hawks and Kings. We will talk to you then. Remember, mini pod drops tomorrow. We got a time, Sarah, for the mini pod?
Not yet, no.
All right. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. It'll
Tomorrow
be
sometime.
before noon.
Before noon.
Yeah.
Look forward to that. All right. We'll talk to everybody tomorrow. Thank you all so much for the likes and retweets and everything. We love you. We'll talk to you Sunday night on CHGO Blackhawks.
We all silly like the mayor.